Hey guys, Peztel here, and welcome to the first episode of my Minecraft Survival Let's Play. In this Let's Play, we'll be building a giant base on this multiplayer server, and our goal here is to integrate redstone farms in different production areas of the base. Because I don't want to build just a giant structure, on top of the land, and then everything is in the base, and the base just from the outside looks good, but the terrain around it isn't being utilized. So I wanted to, work with the terrain or terraform it to my will and have it, look good but still be productive. So although this is the first episode of the Let's Play, as you can kind of already tell, I'm a little bit established here. I even have an elytra, because I didn't start recording as soon as I joined the server. But what I want to do for this first episode is just give a tour of the base so you can see how I got here or how I decided to build here. And so we're all caught up. So if I were to step back a little bit here, I found this place because it was a flower forest biome. It's a little bit mountainous. So it caught my eye, and I found this cave here with this big opening. There was an opening that way, and an opening that way. So I thought it's a good place to keep me safe for now. I just gotta, block the entry points so that mobs wouldn't be able to get in. And I actually terraformed that area there, and we'll see that later on. So that's totally blocked off. And this is how my base started. So if we go through here, you can see my first farm, the beginnings of a farm. It's just a 9x9 area. Well, it's two 9x9s now connected together. Hydrated with this, so I don't really need it if it's already surrounded by water. The nether portal, which connects me to the rest of the server. And this is the first build I made on the server. So the style I went for my base here is an older Japanese style. So it allows me to build in wood, and I have to build these, sloping roofs that extend out from the base to get it to look Japanese. I have a little bit of a storage area inside because, when you build a base, when you build something, you just want to move into it. On the second floor, you can probably already guess, I have villagers. So I found a village not too far from my base, took the villagers and I brought them back here. I've got a village breeder up there, and although it looks pretty close, the villagers down here, they don't interfere with the production of new villagers from here because they can't reach the beds. And they can't actually occupy these beds. So these beds, these 4 beds, only 2 of them are actually used by those 2 villagers. So they're still going to try and, make more villagers when they're ready and fill up these beds. So I haven't got too many. I just wanted a few as insurance in case they die for something. And that's actually what happened. This breeder was actually much higher, closer to the roof. And there was a thunderstorm. And although there was a roof, when lightning strikes, there's an area of effect around it where all mobs are changed or damaged. At least changed, because my villagers up top, they changed into witches. And it was kind of sad, because I put so much time into putting them up high and sealing them off. But I went back, got more villagers, and I bred more villagers. Just in case that same thing happens again. But anyway, my plan for these villagers is to move them to the first production area of my base, which is farms, over yonder. So if we take this exit out of the main hall, the first build of my base, we can follow the path here and we can see this next part of the base. And my idea for this was to have just large wheat fields. pretty typical, but I do like the visual effect it gives. And I have 3 buildings so far. I don't think I'll build any more than this. I'll just kind of decorate around it. But here's this area. I've got the farmhouse for my farmer villagers, so they'll primarily live in here if we step inside. We got a little storage area. We have their workstations. I don't know if this spruce trapdoor would get in the way of them using it, but if it does, I'll just get rid of it. Oh, it's actually nighttime. I ain't gonna miss it. No. There we go. It's morning again, so we can continue back down this ladder. So this other building, ooh, oh my god. I'm armored up, though it might be pretty laggy. Eesh. Where's your friends? Keep them away. Okay, not so bad. So this next building, it was actually, I tried to keep the same style, though I'm not sure what a Japanese granary looks like back then. Probably not as wide. I might actually remove some pieces of it. But although this kind of acts like a granary, it's my pumpkin and melon farm, which looks like it's full right now. Yeah, so I chose to do pumpkins and melons because I get a higher yield out of it, I think, than if I were to do an automatic potato and carrot farm with villagers trying to feed an unfed villager. Yep, it's full. So that's that building. I built that second. And this building here is the horse stable. So my plan for here is to have horse stables around the base so that we can get around. I know elytras exist, and I do have an elytra, and I always fly around the base, but you know, I think it's nice to have horses and just be closer to the ground and, you know, be in the area than just, you know, passing by. Got a little skeleton horse there from when I was attacked. So I did this area first, right in the middle. I planted wheat over there, and I terraformed this mountain as a divide from this area and that area. You can see the main hall over there. And this is going to take me a while. It's not too big, but it wasn't like this before. It was actually pretty, you know, vanilla generation with hills and random puddles everywhere. So I had to smooth it all out, and I dug under it to get more dirt to smooth it all out. And it was kind of a grind. You can see the efficiency or the durability on my shovel. And this, I think I've had to repair it like 5 times already, just doing this. You can see my inventory full of hoes just to plant all the seeds. And I think now is the time for a good overview of the base. If I can fly out here. So if you were to approach the base, I imagined the entry point being here. Oops, slow down there. You would see these buildings. That one looks kind of small. But then you would see these wheat fields. Let's take another fly. Oh, I wish I could approach it slower. I know that there's potion of slow falling, but I haven't made that yet. I don't have a brewing station yet. Just trying to get these villagers. Yeah, so my goal here is to just plant all this all the way out here. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. And then if you were to continue on, you could approach the main hall that way. Or go from the very beginning. This is where I started, this cave right here. And this base goes in a loop. So this is where we were before. Through this door. And there's the main hall again. So the next build I want to do, as far as this base is concerned, I do have flight duration 3 rockets, though they're not very useful if you're just trying to get a good look at your base, because they take you pretty far and then you have to fly out and then wait for it to run out and then you turn back, but you're already so far. What I want to do is find a mountainous area for a sugar cane and hidden creeper farm. I'm not sure how I'm going to do the creeper farm. I could do a cheesy method, which is just to build it underground so no one can see it and it doesn't look ugly, but that's kind of defeating the purpose of, you know, what I'm trying to do here, which is blend it together. Or at least, you know, not just build everything underground. If there's going to be a building, there's going to be a building. So I think... Oh, Rain, why you have to do this? Somewhere around here would be a good area for a sugar plantation. Not sure if I should do terraces or if I should just do a flat, like a flat area for sugar. But that'll come as soon as I'm done with this. I will still have to terraform this area. But yeah, that's my base so far. I love how it's coming in, and I really want to continue this. I've never had like a base span this large before, even though there's not too much going on. But that's it for me, or from me for today. This is Peztel, and thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.